Hello everybody, James here. Today we're just gonna do a little video on some carnivorous plants or other many carnivorous plants, some tips and tricks for how to growing them. Right now it's turning spring, so it's starting to come out of dormancy, as you see. I ripped off all the black leaves, but there's still a couple here, but I'm just gonna leave those. So yeah, it has some growth points because it used to be a really big plant before. There's a growth point there. I think there might be a little one there, but yeah. It's put out a trap, some more traps, and this one here. So we'll start off with watering. It might look a little bit dry, but if you put your finger in here, it's fairly moist. If you want to grow this, you have to, for watering, you have to give it rainwater or distilled water, as it's called, because they come from bogs where the water is not filled with like very much nutrients. So rainwater and distilled water is really good. What I use, if it doesn't rain for quite a while, what I do is I just boil some water, let it sit, and I just put it in, and that works for me. It might not work for you, but that's what I do. So soil, you might see it looks a bit rocky, so here I used a bit of so like inside the whole pot I used sphagnum moss, perlite, and peat moss. You can't use any other soil, because, or you can use types of sands, but I don't know which type. I think like, I don't actually know, but to use type of sands. So you use these types of soils because they come from bogs with low nutrient soil and acidic soil. So yeah. I would for care. If you grow it in a greenhouse, it's good to grow in greenhouses because it likes to be nice and humid, and it likes to be nice and humid and hot. So I'm facing east right now. The sun's coming up from the east, so we'll get lots of sunlight this afternoon. So this gets about 8 hours of sunlight a day. So you want to aim about 8 to like 12 hours of sunlight today, or just like 6 or 5. That should be enough to actually grow. They like to stay fairly moist. But for me, I don't really like moss growing through because I had another plant and it got overtaken by moss, and I tried to control it. So I'm gonna let top stay dry, and I'm gonna let the inside the actual soil wet. They can, for fertilized, I don't really know much, but you can, whenever you see traps, you can get it an alive bug. When people usually see a dagged bug, they usually think, oh, I'm gonna feed it to my fly trap, but it won't, because there's little hairs in there, if you can see them. And whenever a live bug goes in there, it'll activate 2 of those trigger hairs, and then it'll snap shut. So if you see a dead bug and you want to put it in there, it highly won't eat it because it's not alive, it's not moving. So yeah, that's about fairly enough, and that's sort of the same for a sundew. But when I come over here, sorry, it might take a while. When you come over here and you see my pitch plant or nepenthes, I do know a lot. So what they like is they like high humidity. So I come here about 2 times a day and spray it with a misting hose because they like tap water a bit, but they prefer like rainwater or something like that. Not distilled water. So yeah. These like high humidity. They if you see any dead pitches, so like if you see any I might not have any here, but if you have any dead pitches that have lasted a while and they're dying, the best thing you can do is remove them. And yeah, they I made up a fertilizer. It's basically coffee fertilizer. So what I do, so whenever my parents drink coffee and then there's coffee dust or beans, whatever they're called, in the coffee machine, I put that into a bottle, I put some water into it, shake it, and then it's good to go. It's really good. It's a slow release fertilizer for plants like this. The fertilizer is really good because what it does, it's basically like a vegetable fertilizer, but for carnivorous plants. So yeah, that'll be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll probably get to you in another 2 days. Make sure to subscribe, leave comment, leave notifications if you want to know more. Comment if you want to know more too. Subscribe, share. I can grow these plants, but I can't grow this channel without you guys. Thank you. Bye.